Okay, I always said, but today I was explaining that it's never about finding God. Never, 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 never. God was part of your path. That God, any God that everybody's thinking about, but nothing compared to that. Because it's not God, it's awareness, it's understanding the consciousness. Because many people just understand consciousness, but they are not aware of awareness. So some people, the more they know, the most difficult they're gonna get to break that barrier that they were building through the years by science, studying, working hard, or whatever. And that's how I always saw Stoicism. Stoicism is the best path ever until you go to the ceiling, like everything. The ceiling is that there is no awareness of consciousness. It's all about mind, and body, mind and body. Consciousness, as being aware of consciousness, is not in there. The Stoicism limit is that Socrates was talking from this awareness of consciousness. And he said, if I have to die, it's not my time to be here. And that's what in the other video I was talking about that I didn't explain, that if I, with these concepts and all these stories, if you don't get it in this joke that we had, say, okay, I think I arrived too early. I'm gonna be back in 2 million years. And the previous video was about this, but now explained the same story from a different perspective. So yeah, you just remind me about how easy is to know, like the awareness levels, right? Because if you are not infinite percent, so I gave you some examples. Sorry, they are not on the video, but if I was recording when it was happening, then it would have been there. So that's how they wrote the Bible. And then you put number one, and then you go to number one, and then you see the whole experience. That would be the Alter Bible I'm talking about, Alter Biblia. In the Bible, of course, they are talking about awareness of consciousness. And in the Torah, and of course, all the Buddhism, everything, and probably Quran as well, I don't know. Probably Quran was the McDonald's of the religions. I don't know. I don't think it was the most advanced. Because every religion that comes from another religion, they already have the limit, the same limit. And the real message that Jesus, Torah, can have is unlimited. Limitless. I was saying unlimitless. And I don't know if you know what I mean by this. What I mean is that you don't have to find anything. You have to be aware what your path is by being honest with yourself and seeing how infinite it is. And how once you realize that just life is a comedy, because you just can be mad or sad or happy, you decide how you can be, right? So for me, I want it to be a comedy, but I don't want it because it is that way. It's not the way I want it. I just lost connection because when I opened my eyes, I look at myself and I didn't recognize myself. And I thought, my God, this guy has big bags in here. And I don't know if it was always like that or if it is because of COVID. But COVID has been another cocoon in my life. It doesn't matter how bad the sickness was, because what I mean COVID is my experience. And my experience started days before COVID. And only you know what I'm talking about. So COVID is just a name. I was ready to die because I had no fucking idea what was, and then I was happy I had COVID to understand something, but what is the other meaning of feeling I'm gonna die and not knowing if that means my body or becoming a cocoon? It's never about coming back stronger. It's like never coming back, going different. Stronger, that's your limit. Stronger than God, than anybody else. Okay, keep going. My path is learning. My path is the unknown. If it is known, it's other somehow some other people's path.